Ugandan opposition figure, former Kira Municipality Member of Parliament and Secretary General of the People's Front for Freedom, PFF, Ibrahim Ssemujju, has broken his silence from exile, addressing supporters and critics alike in a series of statements that have sent shockwaves through Uganda's already tense political landscape. The outspoken opposition figure, who has been a fierce critic of President Yoweri Museveni and his family for over 15 years, confirmed he left Uganda approximately 1 month ago.
I left Uganda on 17th of June.
I have received incredible messages from many friends wondering whether I am okay. I want to assure everyone that I am currently okay. Ssemujju stated he explained that he initially left Uganda for Umrah, the Islamic minor pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. However, following threats from Chief of Defense Forces General Muhoozi, Ssemujju did not return to Uganda, but instead relocated to a neighboring East African country. Threats came after General Muhoozi publicly warned that Ssemujju would be the second person to be arrested and taken to the basement, a term that has come to represent allegations of torture and illegal detention at the hands of state security.
At this stage, no, I don't want to disclose where I am because, first of all, I haven't settled anywhere. I was in Mecca. I told you I was in Mecca because specifically I had gone there for Umrah. So I am in and about. But finally, I will tell you where I will have settled. But it's also going to be, I don't think I'm going to stay here forever. So, but I'll have a country that will give me, that will accommodate me in the either a few months or a few weeks.
I cannot disclose where I am currently because I have not settled anywhere permanently, Ssemujju said, declining to reveal his exact location. He confirmed he is now in a neighboring country studying what he describes as Uganda's new order, a political landscape he claims has fundamentally changed during the 5 months his colleague Mohamed Mwanga Kivumbi spent in Italia prison. I am also in a neighboring country trying to learn them. I will, through our lawyer, Segona, send you a list of what I have recorded so far, he wrote on his X timeline.
Those who are terrorizing people, who are abducting citizens, their time will come. It may not come at my choosing, but I know their time will come because we've not had an empire that has been there for eternity. So their time will come. That I can assure you. So I don't have to come on a platform like this and then proclaim that next week or the other month. I have said I will make a personal contribution to ensure my country is free. It is not personal. I will team up with all Ugandans, whether they are inside Uganda or outside, to continue struggling to make Uganda comfortable for everybody.
Those who are terrorizing Ugandans, I can assure you, your time will come, Ssemujju declared, striking a defiant tone. Speaking from Mecca earlier, he had already sent a message to President Museveni and General Muhoozi, insisting he was not afraid of them. There will be a time when we shall all go to God's basement, even if you have basements here on earth where you hold people. God will come for you with all your armed security and takes you, he said.
Because Museveni comes to complain against security, that they are torturing people. But that torture is headed by his son. He's the one who abducted Rukwagerias. And he said he had beaten him, he has urinated, he will not sleep. It is his son who abducted Mwanga Kivumbi and took him to a military facility. It is his son who was swearing that these opposition people I have a list. We have only dealt with some others, will deal with them. So I don't know whether Museveni has become so powerless that he can't call his son to order, or both of them are pretending that he tells him, you go and hit them, me, I will go to the public and be the good person. They are just playing us.
Perhaps Ssemujju's most pointed criticism targeted President Museveni directly. Why does Mr. Museveni continue to purportedly complain about security brutalities, yet it's his son who hates security? As he becomes so powerless, he asks. Ssemujju has consistently argued that Uganda is effectively being run by the president's son, General Muhoozi, who serves as Chief of Defense Forces. He previously criticized Museveni for defending his son's conduct, asking his passion is taking people to his basement, locking them up there, beating them up. Is that the passion? Is that how you train him?
I am okay. I left Uganda on 17th of June. Went to perform Umrah. I finished it. But I couldn't come back because of the terror and torture, which seems to have been normalized now, that people can be kidnapped, tortured, harassed, and nothing happens. So that's why I've stayed away until I am sure that I don't have to go to the basement. Then I'll take a decision when I will be coming back.
So how can you be sure? What kind of assurances do you need?
I don't need assurances from anyone. At my level, I should do my personal assessment. As we are now, collectively, because this is not a personal issue, collectively, we will need to do something to recover our country, because our country has been taken over by gangs who wear people on the road and take them for torture, and with some pressure abandon some and then keep others. So I will do what the people who have been away in exile do, and many of them have, including Mr. Museveni, who was in Tanzania for more than 5 years. Then he took his family to Sweden. Then they were in England. Human beings will always find a solution, so don't worry. I will do the assessment and I will be coming back to Uganda, because I don't have any other country.
If I go to prison like many of the comrades, Dr. Besigye, Elias Lukwago, and Mwanga Kivumbi, will I be making any contribution to the struggle? Ssemujju asked rhetorically. Veteran opposition figure Dr. Kizza Besigye has been on remand at prison since November 2024 on charges of treachery. Former Kampala Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago was arrested and charged with misprision of treason in June 2026. Mwanga Kivumbi, who had spent 5 months on terrorism charges, was rearrested immediately after his release on bail.
If I go to prison like the Honorable Elias Lukwago and Dr. Kizza Besigye, maybe the worst is Sam Mugumya, will I still be making a contribution? Yes, there can be a symbolic value in you being in prison, but you as a person, you will not be making the contribution that you can make. But you can still do research, share information, coordinate with others wherever you are when you are not in Uganda. It's a personal decision, and I'm not saying everybody should get out of Uganda. It's a personal decision. There are those who will go to prison. There are those who will go silent. So every person and groups will make assessments, and then they will make a decision. So the decision I have made as of today is that I would rather stay out and continue talking and continue mobilizing rather than staying in Uganda and go to the basement, give pleasure to Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and then take me that Kitaya where Mwanga is or Zira where Lukwago and Besigye are. So really, that's a personal decision that I made, and I don't want to ask anyone to make a similar decision. Our assessments will determine our response.
So what happens to now the struggle you were involved in, or you are still involved in here in Uganda, when the leading persons in the oppositions are leaving?
The people we work with will continue doing the work, and we are making a contribution, by the way, wherever you are, because if we are not making a contribution, you wouldn't be looking for me and interviewing me. I would be in a bed sleeping. So that contribution we will continue making. It doesn't matter the location. When Museveni was fighting, there are people who are in Luwero, others in Uganda, others in Kenya, others where. There are people who are like Chiveji and others dealing with communication. There are people who are in Luwero carrying guns.
Ssemujju's exile marks a significant moment in Uganda's political trajectory. He joins National Unity Platform President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Bobi Wine, who has remained in the United States since the January 2026 elections. As political tensions continue to simmer, Ssemujju's voice from exile serves as a reminder of high-stakes facing opposition figures in Uganda today. Whether you will return to face arrest or remain abroad indefinitely remains an open question, one that hangs over the country's fragile political future.